it's pretty common around the all-time highs that, people take some chips off the table. We're seeing long-term wallet addresses taking some chips off the table. It's pretty common ahead of the halving. Then it normally goes into what I refer to as the banana zone. And that's when you get the real price action. This is the banana zone, gentlemen.
Okay, so tell me what we're seeing.
Cycle, this is the banana zone. So what happens at about this point in time, what we call crypto summer, we have this little shuffle around the all-time highs, and then everything just goes bananas.
Raoul, the CEO of Real Vision and a renowned macro strategist, provides a compelling perspective on the current dynamics of Bitcoin and crypto asset prices. He believes that the recent fluctuations in these assets are typical for this stage of the cycle. Despite the volatility, Bitcoin has surged by 134% over the past year and approximately 60% year-to-date, driven by the success of BlackRock's IBIT and other spot Bitcoin ETFs. As we approach the eagerly awaited 2024 halving event, Powell anticipates what he terms the banana zone, a phase typical of every crypto bull market where prices skyrocket. He predicts that this anticipated phase could be just weeks away, with crypto asset prices experiencing a massive and sudden surge. According to Powell, it will be challenging to keep track of developments during this frenzied period. Powell further predicts that the overall crypto market cap could quadruple before the cycle concludes in 2025, soaring from the current $2.7 trillion to $10 to $15 trillion after entering the banana zone. This rapid growth underscores the extraordinary nature of the current cycle and the potential for significant further expansion in the crypto market.
Ever feel like you're wasting your money on things that don't really matter? Stop. You don't have time. Don't miss out on this 2025 bull run. Educate yourself now. Don't spend $12.50 on junk. Educate yourself on how to be successful in crypto using our crypto cheat guide. Unlock the secrets of crypto and make smarter investments today. Visit the website now on the link in the description for your exclusive copy. Start your journey to crypto success today.
Please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to drop your comment and observations in the comment section below. Thanks and enjoy the video.
So I discovered this chart back in 2020, and what it is the number of active wallets in crypto. Crypto.com measure this versus the, active IP addresses of the internet. And I always thought, well, this is a network adoption model, the same kind of thing. It's an adoption of a technology. And I wonder what they look like. And I put them over each other. And what we found was that obviously because the internet was the rails that already exists, the adoption of a new technology that uses those rails is faster. And it's actually twice the speed of the internet. So if you can get your heads around how big the internet was for all of us, this is happening at twice the speed. It's driven the fastest appreciating asset of all time. The compounded annual returns of, let's say, Bitcoin is about 150% a year, even with 80% drawdowns 4 times in the middle of it. We've literally never been given an asset like this with an adoption like this. And going forwards, if we just assume that the rate of growth just matches that of the internet from here until the end of 2025, we end up with 1 billion users. And if we extrapolate that out to 2030, we get to 4 billion users. So basically, this is a pervasive technology that's going to take over all of our lives in ways we don't really understand. It's not just going to be about investing in cryptocurrencies. It's just going to be the underlying rails of transactions. If the really important thing is crypto right now is $2.7 trillion industry. It'll probably finish this cycle at $10 to $15 trillion. And by 2030 or so, it'll be $100 trillion, right? This is the largest, fastest accumulation of wealth in all human history. It's as simple as that. That's what that chart tells you. Now, what everybody does, and Howard, you explained, there is a bell curve. And you want to be on the left of the bell curve, which is actually the same as being the Jedi Master on the right of the bell curve. Everybody in the middle who overthinks it, it's simple. Number go up. That's the whole crypto thematic that you need to know. You can either do all the deep dive, and I must have done 10,000 hours on this, and I might be at the right side of the curve sometimes, but I don't mind being the left either. Just don't overthink it. The moment you overthink it, that's when you get yourself into trouble and you start not seeing it for what it is. You see it for what you want it to be. If you go to the ludicrous thing that Paul Tudor Jones mentioned a while ago and Stan Druckenmiller talked about, is 80% of Bitcoin holders don't sell. Yeah, I mean, and it's the same with Ethereum, with the staking and everything else. So your actual supply is 20% plus the miners. The miners keep getting halved every 4 years. So you've got no supply. So that's that's 20% of the let's say of the entire asset class, 2.7 trillion, is actually available to buy. You bring something like an ETF and things go bananas, right? The more people who adopt it, the more the price rises. Also, the really key thing is, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the chart from Fidelity about the risk reward of assets. It's brilliant. So there's this big white page, all Fidelity branded, and here's a cluster of all of here's the NASDAQ, and here's gold, and here's oil, and here's all of that. They're all clustered in the bottom. Then there's a blank page, blank page, blank page, blank page, blank page, dot, Bitcoin. It's a fucking alien asset class. We have never, ever had an asset class with this risk reward over a long-term time horizon and this performance in all of human history.
The chart referenced by Pal was initially shared by Jan Timmer, the director of macro at Fidelity Investments, last November on the social media platform X. Timmer presented 3 significant charts to contextualize Bitcoin's volatility. The first chart, covering the post-pandemic era from 2020 to 2023, illustrates the risk-reward ratio for various asset classes, including gold, cash, treasury inflation-protected securities, USD Global, US 60/40, and the S&P Index. While the S&P Index leads the group, its significance diminishes when Bitcoin is included, revealing Bitcoin as a distinct universe in terms of risk and reward. In his post, Timmer also highlighted a striking comparison depicting the drawdowns and gains from a 2-year high for different assets. The drawdowns are shown on the left, and the gains are displayed in green on the right. Notably, Bitcoin experienced a 54% drawdown, while no other asset saw over an 80% gain. This stark contrast emphasizes the unique volatility and potential of Bitcoin compared to traditional assets. In his interview, Pal further discusses the extraordinary opportunities presented by crypto and the anticipated banana zone. He elaborates on these topics, providing valuable insights into the potential growth and challenges within the crypto market.
If I'm right that this is the fastest, largest accumulation of wealth in all human history, right? If it goes to 100 trillion, to JC's point, this is the S&P is worth $50 trillion, or the US stock market, entire US stock, that's 100 years of accumulated value.
It's mostly S&P, Raoul.
Yeah, it is. It's 100 years of accumulated value, and we're going to double that in a decade. It's like, this is la la land, right? The amount of money that's going to get made here is la la land. So what do they do with the money? I was speaking to a very famous hedge fund manager yesterday, and he asked his son this, and this guy's deep crypto, and his son is too. And his son's like 25, 26. He said, what are you going to do when you make your millions? He's like, well, I'll keep it in crypto. He's like, but when you take any money out, what will you do? He said, I'll buy property. And his dad was like, well, do you want to buy a super yacht or anything like that? He goes, no, it's a waste of money. So I'll buy property because it's an asset, and I will buy NFTs.
But I'm curious to see, how long do you think it takes us to finally break out and start seeing 80, 90, 100? Like, how long do you think this absorption of overhead supply is going to take?
It's pretty common around the all-time highs that, people take some chips off the table. We're seeing long-term wallet addresses taking some chips off the table. It's pretty common ahead of the halving. Then it normally goes into what I refer to as the banana zone. And that's when you get the real price action. So the real price action hasn't happened yet. So I don't care whether this is tomorrow or in a month's time, because to Phil's point, the number about to go up. And don't overcomplicate it. Everyone will overcomplicate this. They'll be looking at weekly charts, daily charts, hourly charts, tick chart. Just forget it. You should have a year plus to make a lot of money. This crypto market is the biggest gift retail investors have ever been given.
The foundation is set for the cryptocurrency industry to expand and evolve in the upcoming months, years, and decades. According to Pal, a significant catalyst is the impending macro summer, characterized by a substantial increase in global money supply as central banks strive to stabilize their economies amid potential collapse. The convergence of explosive money supply growth and rapid technological advancements positions the cryptocurrency industry at the forefront. Cryptocurrencies have consistently demonstrated their agility and resilience, emerging as the fastest-growing technology with 400 million users in record time. Bitcoin, the leading cryptocurrency, has achieved mega-cap status within just 15 years, surpassing giants like Berkshire Hathaway and Meta in market capitalization. Despite facing persistent negative campaigns, particularly in the United States, the industry has weathered every challenge and grown stronger. This resilience and growth trajectory provide compelling reasons to be optimistic about the upcoming crypto and macro cycles. What are your thoughts on Raoul Pal's outlook for crypto, tech stocks, and macro trends in 2024 and 2025? Feel free to share your comments and predictions for your favorite crypto assets in the comments section below. For more Daily Dose Crypto news, check out these 2 awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.